everybody, Grimble here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be reacting to Vinland Saga episode 10. I enjoyed the last episode quite a bit. It was really cool to see this Thorkill guy. He was a lot of fun, albeit a little nuts. But it was kind of what I would picture from a big Viking warrior, somebody who just lusts for battle, enjoys the challenge, so much so that he's willing to go against the Vikings because everybody else was so boring to fight. I think that's a very interesting concept for a character, and I really enjoyed just his personality and attitude. And of course, it was another Thor name, so I guess that's a thing. I'm really curious how actually common that was in that time period, because it seems like everybody has some part of Thor in their name somewhere or other. But yeah, he was a fun character, and it was very much a challenge for Thorfinn. Obviously, this guy was massive. He even had a hold of Thorfinn for a while and was just beating him around everywhere, and I couldn't believe the kid survived that thing. He must have been really injured after that battle. But in the end, he happened to cut off a couple of Thorkill's fingers, which didn't faze him at all. He's just, bye, with his bloody fingers. Come back and fight me again. So it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the episode. It was a great battle sequence and a good test of Thorfinn's abilities. Now, his task from Askeladd is to defeat and kill Thorkill. So that's not going to be easy. And I think by the time he's able to do that, he should be able to put up a really good fight against Askeladd. But I am curious to see how quickly he is able to accomplish this task and how he's even able to accomplish this task, because that guy is just a beast. He's a monster, much bigger, much taller than Thorfinn. And sure, Thorfinn might be smaller and agile and maybe even a little faster, but Thorkill still seemed pretty quick despite his size. So yeah, not going to be an easy challenge for him. And I'm curious to see what he does to overcome that. Not to mention, what is he going to do along the way before he's able to even attempt fighting Thorkill again? And I've mentioned it over and over again. He's starting to get down this slippery slope of following in a path that his father wouldn't want for him, and is essentially turning him into the villain that Askeladd is, that he sees Askeladd as. I could even potentially see this going one way, where eventually maybe there's a day where he's asked to kill a man and he does. And that man is essentially just like his father in that he's got a little boy that Thorfinn wasn't aware of, and that little boy witnesses Thorfinn kill his father. And then you just get this vicious cycle of this kid now wants revenge against Thorfinn. I hope it doesn't get that far to make Thorfinn realize what he's becoming and what Askeladd's turning him into, but I could potentially see that as a story plot further down the line. With that being said, I'm curious to see where the story goes from here, so let's hop right into Vinland Saga episode 10. If you guys are interested in signing up to my Patreon, you'll be able to take advantage of ad-free content, 3 to 4 weeks early access to all reactions, which for the middle tier and above can include the full-length watch-along reactions. Those that subscribe to the highest tier will also be supporting my game and animation studio, Little Grim Entertainment. You'll have access to a sneak peek look at all of our upcoming games and animated shows. Oh good, we're still at the bridge. Maybe we'll see more Thorkill. I like that character.
How long are we going to keep playing this staring contest? We aren't earning anything. What bullshit. We got the short end.
Oh, what the hell? Thorkill pissed. Damn. Shit.
Come on! Aren't you going to do something? Where are your balls? Don't have any? Then help yourself to them!
I get it.
Ragnar, sir!
Ragnar's head, man. It's like a turnip.
Letting him insult us like this is a disgrace to the army.
Not yet, men. You don't know what he could do. We must be cautious.
I mean, they can kind of see what he can do.
When the time comes, the prince will give the order. And until then, we must wait.
But Ragnar!
Until then, their camp just gets devastated.
Father, excuse me, but could you leave us to speak in private?
We're finally gonna get introduced to this prince.
That prince is a coward.
Ow.
Stay quiet forever.
Right, let's go!
Awkward. Can kind of hear that.
There's no need to worry, Your Highness. Winter approaches, and the order to withdraw will as well. We need only endure until then.
Is he really scared?
Damn it! What the hell? They're no fun at all!
I would assume they're being careful. I mean, after all, they are under the command of Prince Canute of Denmark.
Really? The prince is here?
King Sweyn's first son is...
Oh my god. Flashback or dream? I'm gonna go with dream. Yeah, this is Vinland, isn't it?
My mother is here. And my sister. Ari and the guys are playing instead of watching the sheep.
Guys, I thought we were gonna see a lot more of the older kids that were in his village.
I like living out here. And Mother seems to be feeling a whole lot better ever since we moved.
Yeah, so she's sick, right? Like that's what they were alluding to.
You're my firstborn son, which means it's your duty to protect your mother and your sister. Understand?
Firstborn, only born.
The two of them are both waiting for you to come home. Understand?
He's saying GTFO.
Do you believe what you're doing now would make me happy?
That's what I've been saying. Look what he's doing to these poor towns. Yeah. Reliving that moment.
That place in my dream. Where was it?
Vinland. Is that a dead person? Okay. Oh god. Oh jeez. They just raided a town, didn't they?
But we should be attacking the bigger city. I mean, Bristol's nearby, right?
You stupid ass. You need more than 100 men to sack a city like that.
Huh? What was that? Did you just call me stupid?
Yeah, he did.
Say that again, you bastard!
You wanna go?
Looks like we'll plunder 2 or 3 more villages, and then that's it. There's always next year, at least.
Well, I wouldn't be so certain about that.
What?
From the rumors I've heard, the King of England's fled the country.
Eventually it'll run dry, yeah?
The King of Denmark has already won this fight, so the war is over.
London stands, and they still have Thorkel with them. You saw how ridiculously strong that giant is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. With how hopeless things are looking in England, I wouldn't be surprised if he walked away.
I feel like he'd be the last one standing.
Someone tell me what's happening.
Oke called Thor stupid to his face. Then Thor got angry. Oke didn't apologize and insulted him further.
What'd he call him?
A cattle thief.
Really? It came to that, huh?
Is that a big insult?
This country is fertile,
Yeah?
just like the land in my dreams.
It's early, Thorfinn, and you're up.
What's he doing here?
Having trouble sleeping because the men were too loud? They're just frustrated after all the marching they've been doing lately. So they have to blow off some steam every now and then.
And kill each other.
Stop talking like we're friends. I'm not a part of your little troop. You've probably convinced yourself that you have me on a leash. You're free to keep thinking that for now. Though you'll end up changing your mind on the day that I slit your throat.
I'm terrified. Who'd have ever imagined you'd live long enough to threaten me like that? Time is on your side. You'll grow stronger while I get older. The day might come when I actually lose to you. Even the strongest die in the end.
Is that a reference to his father?
The Romans were defeated by the Saxons, and right now they're on the verge of being destroyed by the Danes. Which means the glory of the mighty Roman Empire will fade into the past.
Who's that?
A rider. He's alone. Looks like he's an ally. Something's off. We should be the only Norsemen left in this area.
Hey! You there! Halt! Ah! Are you part of the main troop? I'm with the unit under Prince Canute's command.
Thorkel, you say?
Right. He'll be here before long. He's been tracing the main army's steps.
Oh. He left London.
But the siege of London?
Yeah.
I thought that Prince Canute had 4,000 men.
Yes, and Thorkel's forces annihilated them in no time.
Oh, shit. He got bored. And impatient.
Like hornets, they swarmed out of their fortress with Thorkel the Tall in the lead.
I'm here. He's crazy. He really wanted to confront the prince, I guess. Who's that guy? He seems like a Viking as well.
They were all as strong as bears, and they caught us off guard. No one could do anything to stop them. Now they're heading straight for the main troop.
My prince!
That their souls
Highness! Thorkel is almost upon us. We must leave now!
Oh.
I found you, prince.
I found you.
'Cause I'd find you.
What happened to Prince Canute?
He's been taken hostage. Thorkel's company has him now.
Okay. What? Why? Don't kill the messenger. What does this mean?
All right, you bastards, listen closely. We head out now to attempt the rescue of His Highness Prince Canute from Thorkel and his 500 men, without the help of another unit. This is the wager we bet our lives on. His Highness is
That's
second
why.
in line for the throne of Denmark, and whichever army we hand him to will reward us handsomely.
Oh my god.
Whether it's Denmark or England, the two great powers will pay us for our valor.
This guy.
You're all worked up, so I hope you have a plan.
It's triumphant music as he just, like, murdered that guy.
If you ask me, I say we might as well go out with a bang.
You're gonna take him along with you, huh? And he's like, shit. At least to have another opportunity to kill Thorkel. Okay, so we just got done watching Vinland Saga episode 10, and this show doesn't stop to continue to surprise me. I did not see that coming there at the end with Askeladd just chopping that poor guy's head off. I get what he's saying. He wants to be the only group that goes and rescues the prince so that when they return the prince to the king of Denmark, they are the sole people that'll reap the reward and the benefits from doing so. And it's such an Askeladd thing to do. As I've come to discover, this guy is a little unhinged. He'll do just whatever it takes to continue to get money, earn money, and his ingenuity to finding creative solutions to get money seems to be limitless. And I think that's what makes him such a dangerous man, because you just don't know what he's going to do in the end. You don't know. He's just completely unpredictable and unhinged. So, it was fun. That was really cool. It was also a lot of fun seeing Thorkill in action again. Although he wasn't really fighting, he was tossing those rocks at the camp, which was basically like bombarding it with cannonballs, because they just didn't stand a chance. And their solution to it was just, sucks, but we'll just keep taking them, because what are we going to do about it? We're not going to charge in there. We're not going to face this guy. And it seems like the prince's solution was to just sit there and pray and hope for the war to end and they get withdrawn so they don't have to fight. I don't know. He's such an interesting character so far. He has said nothing, but he just sits there and he does. I don't know. I can't tell if he's a warrior or not. He's dressed like one, and I just get this vibe and this feeling like he can actually fight, but maybe he's just choosing not to. I don't know what his deal is. Hopefully we'll find out soon, but very, very passive, it seems, to the point where those rocks came barreling in and he didn't give any orders to counterattack, to do anything to stop it, really. Just sat there and prayed. But it seems like finally Thorkill was fed up with that whole tactic and decided to just go in there, take them head on, and just demolish the entire, what they say, 3,000 men army strong with like his 400 guys. And I can see that. Thorkill's just a monster. So he's now captured the prince, and Askeladd's got this plan to go and rescue him. Meanwhile, Thorfinn is having these dreams. He's having the dreams of what seems to be Vinland, his father, his family, mother and sister, and his father echoing the thoughts that I've had, that the conclusions that I feel like Thorfinn would eventually get to is that it's not what his father wants. What he's doing, it's not good. It's not helpful. He's terrorizing villages. He's killing these men. I mean, he was in that barn, and I guess there was just a dead guy there the entire time while he was sleeping. My guess is, Thorfinn just murdered that guy. Who knows who that guy was? Did he have a family? He could have had sons, all that stuff. And Thorfinn is just becoming immune to the battle, the combat, the killing, the murder, all to serve this purpose of just killing Askeladd. And even reminded Askeladd, I'm not a part of your group, dude. I'm not a part of this. He's very much a part of it. He's doing everything Askeladd wants. Thorfinn even acted like, I'm going to let you think you've got me, in your little web. I'm going to let you continue to think that until I slit your throat, and then you'll be sorry. Okay. Like, you're literally doing everything I want you to do in the meantime. So yeah, I'd say if I was Askeladd, I'd just be like, I'd say I pretty much got you doing my bidding anyway. So who's the smart one now? Like, I don't know. That whole conversation and what Thorfinn was saying to him made me just go, what are you talking about, dude? You're acting like you understand it, yet you're still going along with it anyways and doing everything he said. So you're pretty much giving him exactly what he wants. So just because you realize that's what's happening doesn't make it less so you doing his bidding. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't understand his mental thought process there and what he's really trying to communicate to Askeladd, other than one day I'm going to kill you. And you even could tell with Askeladd the way he was talking about it. He was like, yeah, eventually I'll get old and you'll probably beat me. You'll probably kill me. But in the meantime, you do whatever the hell I want you to do. I don't know. Thorfinn doesn't seem like the brightest tool in the shed at this point. Yeah, I can't get past that fact that he just doesn't, I don't know. I wanted to say he doesn't realize what Askeladd's doing to him, but he says he does. and yet is doing it anyways. And that's even more idiotic in my mind than not realizing what's happening. So I don't know. That's I guess we'll see what becomes of that, and if Thorfinn ever decides to not let Askeladd control him anymore to get his duel. But I really don't see that happening anytime soon. Other than that, they mentioned they're getting closer to the winter. They're probably going to have to pull up north again. But it looks like maybe not, because now they're going for the prince. So who knows how long that whole mission will take, right? But if they're doing it in the middle of winter, that'll be harsh. That'll suck, I'm sure, because they're not prepared to be there all winter, it seems like. It even seems like Askeladd's willing to just sacrifice everybody in the off chance that this is a success and they're able to rescue the prince and then live out their lives wealthy and rich with all this fame and fortune. And he's willing to risk it all. And his men seem to be going along with it. So, hey, I guess that makes them compliant. But Thorfinn, he's got to sit there at some point and go, I don't know if this is worth it. I may not end up being the one that kills Askeladd after all. It might be Thorkill. It might be somebody else. And then what? Right? And what would happen if it came to that? You know, what if Askeladd dies in battle? What would Thorfinn do? He'd just go back home and be like, well, that sucks. That's the problem with revenge. If somebody else gets it, then you're just left with this empty hole. But to be fair, what people say a lot about with revenge is even if you get the revenge, that hole isn't quite filled. And you start to realize that it's just that void of the person that is missing from your life is the problem, is the hole. And you're trying to fill it with getting revenge on the person that took them away in the first place. But killing them doesn't actually fill that hole. It just makes it deeper. But of course, these are all lessons that Thorfinn's just going to have to learn on his own, which is, I guess, what we'll see as we continue on with this series. So that's really all I got for this episode, guys. It was really entertaining. I enjoyed seeing Thorkill again. He always brightens up the episodes. It's a lot of fun. I am curious to hear what you guys think about this episode. In particular, I'm curious to hear what you guys think about what Thorfinn was saying to Askeladd. Him saying that he knows what Askeladd's trying to do, and he'll realize eventually after he slits his throat that he was dead wrong. Do you guys kind of agree with me that that makes no sense, because he's in the meantime doing exactly what Askeladd wants him to do and is therefore, doing his bidding under his control completely? Or maybe I'm missing something, and if I am, please point it out in the comments section. But I can't think of what that would be, because so far Thorfinn doesn't seem to be thinking with his big boy brain right now. Anyways, as always, guys, please, if you enjoyed the content today, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also, check out my Patreon page. There's a lot of great perks, ad-free content, full-length reactions. I am 3 to 4 weeks ahead on all the series I watch, including this one. So if you want to catch up to where I currently am, you can do that over on Patreon. With that being said, enjoy the episode, guys. It was a lot of fun. Look forward to the next one, and I'll see you in the next reaction.